Bro, this fucking song, every time I listen to it, I float. Wallah, I float. I hate, my body goes like, my brain explodes.
Okay.
My name's Anwar. Oh, my DJ name? Okay. My name's Anwar Mohamad-Ali. I'm a DJ and producer. I go by Laymoon. Half Lebanese, half Syrian, but born and raised in Qatar. Laymoon, double meaning. I went through a lot of options. I wanted to connect to my Arab roots, and I thought it's cool to be a fruit. It's not, it's not like aggressive. It's not very mean. Yeah, it's like a bit friendly, Like Laymoon in Arabic means a lemon. In English, I wanted it to be like lay on the moon, which is the experience I want to give people when they listen to my music, I want them to like lay back and feel like they're out of this world, So I started DJing because my cousin used to DJ when I lived in Germany with him. And I would always be the guy setting up the cables and the setup, and when he needed the toilet, I'd jump on and take care of the set while he was gone. Eventually, I was always passionate about music, and then I decided maybe I should give it a shot. So I started there, and then when I came back to Doha, it was just like a straight road. Like, I was always interested in DJing, but I actually was first doing music production. So during COVID, I started producing music first. At that time, I never DJ'd, other than those occasions, let's say, where he's at the toilet. But yeah, so I started producing music, and then I realized I can't just produce music. How am I gonna show it to people if I'm not DJing? So I started playing as well, and then slowly that started taking off. Yeah, that's it. Well, my favorite track, it's hard. I think every track has its own place and time. But Mia Mia was the second track I released, and I'm very proud of that track. And it was the first one that I felt like I could play because it fits in my sound, and it's like where I kind of found my sound, let's say. One of my favorite openings was for Babetta, because I've been so inspired by her music for so long. When she came to Doha and she played, and I did the opening, I felt like, because first of all, I used to listen to her music before I even started producing and DJing. And because she was such an inspiration, a lot of my music choices that I used to listen to revolved around that style of music. So when she came to Doha and I did the opening, I felt like I could dig into the tracks that I haven't listened to in so long and bring them back to show the people this kind of new genre of music to Doha. I guess I did an opening for Art Bat and closing for Art Bat, an opening for Kasango, Sabjak, Shimza. I played for Middle Beast in the festival here and in Saudi. It was cool. It was a very cool experience to hear new sounds and prepare to set the vibe right before the main act comes on. And that's I think one of the hardest things that people kind of don't think about, because if you don't have a good warm-up, then it kind of already kills the vibe of the party. I think the scene is growing. In all new scenes, you start off with the closer to commercial sounds, and then once people enter that scene, then they start to find the hidden gems everywhere, right? Especially in the Arab world, I think the Arab world is doing crazy things. Middle Beast is introducing a whole new world to us as Arabs, as well as DJs from, for example, Jordan, Fair Play, that have been growing in the scene. And I feel like with my next tracks that I'm releasing, I always want to again fall back to my roots as being an Arab, and releasing stuff with Arabic vocals and working with local vocalists that can do some Arabic vocals as well. Yeah. I try my best to be as authentic as possible, and I do my best to introduce sounds. I don't want to just play. In my SoundCloud bio, there's something I wrote which was I don't want to play tracks that you know, I want to play tracks that you wish you knew. I want you to hear the track and then go damn, I wish I knew this last week, I wish I could have played this 2 months ago in that gig. I want to try to introduce new sounds, especially from my background in Germany, and I also lived in California for a year, so having these different experiences really shaped me as an artist. I guess all DJs say something like that, but realistically speaking, yeah, that's what I try my best to do. You know, like, I'm not telling people to protect their ears because it's just something you should say. I'm saying it like with my heart and soul because I don't want people to go through what happened with me and getting tinnitus. So I got it. It was almost like one day I didn't have it and then one day I had it. And it's something that once you notice, it's very difficult to unnotice. It happens when you're exposed to loud sounds. There's also a lot of other reasons, but specifically in the music industry, usually happens from loud music exposure. And a lot of clubs don't have a limit to their sound where it's safe. So it's up to us as the crowd and the DJs to protect our own ears so we don't fall in this tinnitus trap, let's say. I overcame it by, first of all, accepting it. Like, I accepted I had it. In the first few months, it was very difficult to come to terms with this new reality. And after talking with a few other DJs that have been through similar situations, for example, Ralph Nasser in Lebanon from Retro Groove, I had a conversation with him about it, and just basically talking about it a bit more was really helpful. Because you realize you're not alone. You realize that a lot of people have gone through this situation, especially in the music scene, and it's good to understand how they dealt with it and then try to apply similar things to your life. Right now, I'm focusing a lot on music production. I think playing is amazing, but I want to play my own music. I've been really like putting my head down and focusing on just building tracks and creating my sound and perfecting it so I can continuously release music. And then I feel like once I release music, we'll see where it goes from there, but that's my main goal right now. And plus, improve the scene in Doha, especially with what I do with ODAT. With ODAT, we're trying to push the scene, and I feel like for me as an artist, that's something that falls hand in hand, because if we can make a cool scene with a great community, then we can eventually play in these scenes and have a better crowd and a very nice environment to go to.